You're watching BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18.
Welcome back to BBN Tonight. One former player for the Wildcats was in Knoxville on Saturday for that big win.
Yeah, ex-Cat tight end CJ Conrad is now an assistant on the UK sideline. I got a chance to catch up with him yesterday. All right, CJ, first I have to ask you, what was this weekend like?
Oh, it was very exciting, especially for myself, being someone who has never won at Neyland Stadium, and especially the last time I was there, my senior year, with a disappointing loss, even though we had a great season. So to go there and get a win with this group of guys as a coach now was definitely special.
Talk about that transition for you. I mean, it's not that long since you were on the playing field. What's it been like to be on the other side?
It's a little different, but I really have enjoyed it so far. Just helping the guys and getting them prepared to win on Saturday. My body doesn't feel as bad as it used to, so that's a positive. But definitely on Saturday, I wish I was playing a little bit. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's been exactly what I've hoped for, and I'm excited to keep going with it.
I know you say it's been exactly what you hoped for, but certainly you hope to be playing in the NFL at this point, and a couple different roadblocks have prevented that from happening. Was it hard for you to say to yourself, okay, I've got to move on?
A little bit, but the thing for me was I felt like in college, anything after playing college football was icing on top for me. I always wanted to play in the NFL, but that was my mentality was in college, was I was going to play every snap like it was my last. And I really felt as if when I came here, when I left, I felt like I left everything on the table. I had 4 surgeries. I played, every single game except for one, helped, turn this program around a little bit. So there was a little bit of that satisfactory of feeling like, I've gave everything I got. And so when it was done and I had no regrets, like that made me feel very good inside. But yes, you're right. I absolutely wish I was still playing football. I miss it every single day. And that's kind of why I'm in this role now, just kind of, feeds my niche, and I love it, and I'm excited to keep going with it.
So you see a future in coaching for you? You kind of want to stick with this?
Absolutely, 100%. It's what I always wanted to do, but I didn't know when. Obviously, it wasn't part of the plan to do it so early, but, to come back to a program like Kentucky and work under Coach Stoops is everything I wanted, because I love this program, and I loved it when I was here, and I'm loving it as a coach.
So talk about these tight ends to me, because we've seen them being used in the last couple of games more than we have maybe in the last couple of years since you left, truly, with Keaton Upshaw and Justin Rigg. Talk about those guys for me.
Oh, I love those guys. They were all here when I was here. Keaton and Brendan were true freshmen, so they were just young little puppies when I was a senior. And then Justin, I played with Justin, so I have a great relationship with him. But just to watch them grow and get better every single week has been awesome, to help them as much as I can with Coach Merrill. But yeah, I'm definitely in Coach Grant's ear about, constantly trying to get them the ball, because they do so much in the run game. And when you have such a good rushing attack like we do, throwing those little pop passes and RPOs to tight ends, loosens up the defense. So I'm constantly in their ears, and I'm just trying to, make sure those tight ends, when they leave here, either if it's in the NFL or getting a job, that they have no regrets. Just like kind of I felt, that's one thing I'm like, I can hang my hat on, and I'm very proud of myself, was I don't feel like I have any regrets, from my time being here. And that's what I want out of them, because that's the last thing you want to feel like when you're done playing football.
Is that something that you try to impart in your role now, is, hey, this doesn't last as long as you think it does, so leave it all out there?
Absolutely, especially because I know I was in the NFL for a year, and I saw how difficult it was. And you always have to have a backup plan. I would tell you, when I was sitting in these shoes going into my senior year at the end after we beat Penn State, I did not think I would be a coach 365 days later. So you never know when your last day of playing football is going to be. So I try to just take that onto this role that I have now, making sure they're taking every practice seriously, every meeting, every opportunity there is to get better. So when, your time's going to be over and you're done playing football, that you can walk away from this game not feeling like you left something out there.
That's awesome, CJ. By the way, as a Missouri grad, I'd really like to thank you for making that catch in the end zone.
Oh, of course. I did it just for you.
That's got to be the play that really sticks with you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird because it was such a frustrating game overall. I didn't even feel like I played very well. And then all of a sudden they called my number at the end and went from like one of the worst days ever to like the best day of my life. So it was pretty awesome.
Well, thank you so much. We hope for a lot more good days ahead. Thanks, CJ.
Thank you.
I'm going to take that mentality. I don't feel like I started very well today, but it's going to be a good finish.
Yeah,
I
let's
think.
finish strong. Let's finish strong.
All right. Next on BBN Tonight, we'll bring in the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach.
He's going to leave it all on the TV
right.
tonight. We're going to ask him about Chris Rod and the running game when we come back.